Hello guys, we are here with Mr. Samudranil Chatterjee. He is the founder mentor of Educidate, a unique personalized mentoring initiative for higher education in US. He has also had an experience of over 10 years in USA and has worked in big companies like Oracle and Textron. So hi Samudranil, welcome to IIT Kharagpur. How are you feeling like?
It's really wonderful, Rama. You know, I was there last time, and my journey with Educidate began at IIT Kharagpur in October last year. And it's great to come back this year and re-engage with the students of IIT Kharagpur. And it has really come full circle, and I hope to really empower quite a few students here this time.
Okay, so sir, I would like to ask you a few questions before I turn over to the panel. So last year you had a seminar on higher studies. This year also we are going to have the similar kind of stuff. So what is different this time, and what do you think students should look forward to this time?
I think what is different this time around is firstly the timeline has been preponed.
Right.
So what we are doing it is at a time when a lot of students can benefit, a lot of final year students who are contemplating fall 2017 admissions will get adequate time to work on some of the insights that I provide. And the second thing is that I am going to incorporate a very interesting SOP writing session. Now nobody is supposed to write during the session, but it's insights about SOP writing, which I'll be introducing because that is the most important component. And finally, very interestingly, I also have a PPT which has some very interesting narratives of empowerment. So a lot of empowering stories which can motivate the student community.
Okay, thank you, sir. So we also have students with from all different years and different departments. So they have their questions of their own. So I'll be passing.
Hello sir, I'm Saurabh Meena. I'm a second year undergraduate student of mechanical engineering. So I have two questions. So first, my first question is that I'm a second year, as I told. So I want to know the benefits of starting early, as most people start in third and fourth year.
Sort of the first important thing is, like I say, that the preparation for higher education in USA, especially in engineering and sciences, is a marathon and not a sprint. So when I say it's a marathon, automatically you have to run a long race. So the more time you have, the better. So there are a lot of opportunities that you can explore which will enhance the quality of your student application. And that will really make you very competitive for you to gain admissions into good programs in the US and also to potentially get scholarships and financial aid. So I will talk about the road of the marathon as we go along the seminar tomorrow.
Okay. Sir, another question I would like to ask is about the AWA. Often it is overlooked. So can you please elaborate the importance of the AWA in overall GRE process and student application process?
Great question. AWA, actually you have to understand what it stands for. AWA is the Analytical Writing Assessment. It is the critical writing skill component of the GRE exam. It's on a scale of 6. Most Indian students get 3 out of 6. What you should really attempt is getting a score of 3.5, 4, 4.5, anything above 3. And it is something that a lot of coaching institutes in India do not emphasize on. But it is a very important score which a lot of faculty members and professors look at, and basing their attention on the AWA score, they grant a lot of research and financial aid opportunities. So it is something that I also train my students in my GRE workshops, and it's something that each student must pay a lot of attention on.
So I'm an undergraduate student of second year, and I'm from economics department. My name is Sharbani Roy. I would like to ask you how the CG of a student matters when she or he is applying for higher studies in US.
Sharbani, thanks for the question. Very interestingly, I always mentor and empower students who may not necessarily have the highest CGPA. So I think it's very important to understand that what can you do to enhance the quality of your student application. So there are a lot of things that a student can do in that regard, so that you can find yourself very competitive. And my seminar will also talk about that. The one-to-one mentoring also helps in that. And there are a lot of areas which you can work on, especially related to your research and project experience. And I'll elaborate on that later on. But broadly speaking, a lot of research and project experience.
So secondly, I would like to ask that being a 5 years course student, I am in the second year right now, and I want to prepare for the verbal course, like verbal ability. So since when should I start for it?
What you can do, it's a very nice question. What you can do is, a lot of students who want to prepare early for the GRE can do so. The first important thing is, how do you develop a good working vocabulary? So working vocabulary is the foundation of a good verbal ability in the GRE. So for a lot of second year students, I ask them to start developing a working vocabulary by reading a lot. Reading some good magazines like India Today, Outlook, reading some good papers like The Hindu, reading a lot of editorials, reading good works of fiction and non-fiction. And also there is this book called Word Power Made Easy by Norman Lewis. If you want to understand words and understand the etymology and origin of words, then it's an excellent book. You can start with that.